thanks again for taking time to take care of you. Today's session is going to be a mixture of some kind of big, fun, flowy, side body, stretchy types of movements, and then a little bit of some strengthening work as well for the backside, not just the booty, but the hips, the low back, a little bit of core stuff mixed in there as well. Kind of a good wake up, get your blood pumping, a little bit of breath flowing on your feet and ready for the day type of session. So join me when you're ready, and remember as always that you can slow things down, take things at your own pace, modify as you go along, and just do what's right for your body. Okay, so we're going to start out with just a few breaths in child's pose to get ourselves centered, relaxed. Take a moment to draw some awareness to the breath. And give yourself a few exhales to just let your guard down a little bit. Remind yourself that you've set aside this time in your day to take good care of your body, to get your practice in, and so really, truly allow yourself to be here. Just let go of any agenda that you might have for the rest of your day coming up. And don't worry about things that have already happened or taken place. Just give your brain some space from all of that. Not have to plan or worry, and have to organize your thoughts in any particular way. Just let them kind of move through, passing by one, let them go. I find that it helps if I just rock my forehead on the mat. Not only because it feels good and it lets a little tension out of my forehead and reminds me to loosen up my neck, but it also sort of visually use my imagination, kind of like I'm wiping clean the slate of my brain, right? Just erasing all that stuff that I don't need to think about right now, sending it on its way. And then I can settle right into where I need to be, which is right here, right now. All right, let's try about 3 more deep breaths. Now really putting forth some effort with your inhale to breathe past your lungs and down into your belly. Exhale completely. Get it all out. 2 more times. Inhale. Nice big exhale. Good, and then after that next breath out, just lift up a little bit here. Bring your forehead, your chest, your belly off the mat far enough to take your hands and just swing them to one side. It really doesn't matter which way you go. Give yourself a little sweep. I like to stack my outside palm on top and then just relax back down. Forearms, elbows, forehead on the ground if possible, and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Slowly up. And switch as far over to the other side as you can go. Stacking the hands or just set them side by side. Getting that nice big stretch all the way from your armpit to your hip bone. Down along your ribs. These outer muscles of the core, the obliques, the intercostals, and even stretching a little bit down around that outside hip. Bring it back to the middle one more time and take a final exhale here. Good. And then shift your weight up. onto your hands and knees, and we'll just step the knees in a little bit. Take a second to rock your spine around. Making a little of that spinal flexion through cat and cow. Maybe just giving your hips a little swing or swivel side to side. All right. And then you're going to go ahead, just sit back on your heels for a moment, and we're going to start building this first little sequence. And we'll move through this 5 times. So it's quite a bit of movement here, and each of these first movements also happens 5 times. So 5 reps, and then 5 full rotations of the whole sequence, and we'll build the entire sequence here slowly first. So I'm going to put my left hand out to the side, and as I lift up, I'm going to shoot my right side body out as long as can be. So I'm just going to open up, there you go, and reach. Now the first time here, you might not need to go all that far. We're just looking for a long line of energy down the right side of the body. Good. And as you exhale, all you're going to do is just bring both knees back in and then swing through your child's pose. So I'm just going to sweep across and take it right to the other side. Left side stretches out long. Good. This first one, we're just going nice and slow so you can feel it out. 2, 1. So that was 1. Now we'll go 4 more times and just start to move with your breath. Inhale. Notice that as your body lengthens, you can add more and more stretch. Keep reaching longer and longer. Exhale as you swing through center. Other side, reach out. And exhale. I'm going to keep going back and forth. 3. 2. And swing once more each side. Sweep it around. Now notice here, if I wanted to, I could turn my whole heart, chest and belly really hard up toward the ceiling there. And I just meant that the effort is a little bit tougher, right? Because you're going to have to rotate further. And if that doesn't feel good to you, then don't worry about it. Exhale, swing through center. And this time as you come down, just stop right there, sit back on your heels. There we go. Get myself adjusted here. All right, hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Pull your knuckles down, roll your shoulder blades back and together. Take a little look up. And then as you come forward, you can just put your belly as far onto your thighs as you'd like. You can stop with the forehead on the mat, or you can roll a little bit further toward the crown of your head and lift your knuckles up as far off your spine as you'd like. Try to keep the weight in the top of your head very minimal. Chin is tucked tightly to the chest, and you're not going to move your head whatsoever whenever there's pressure in it, right? Right. So no turning the head from side to side there. If it doesn't feel good in your neck, just keep your forehead and the tip of your nose on the ground and stretch there. Inhale, use your core to come all the way back up, and then you're going to stand on your knees and release your hands to your hips. Holding at the waistline, or turn your fingers down like your hands are in your back pockets, and just take a soft and supported kneeling back down. Little baby camel pose stretch here. Ushtrasana. On your exhale, release. You're going to land like a cat on all fours and go all the way into your cat back stretch. Push the ground away, pull the navel up and in, round the shoulders and the upper back, and then release. Let your belly fall, tilt your tail, lift your chin, breathe in, gaze goes up. Right there, I'm going to curl my toes under, push my hips back a little bit to stretch that space underneath your toes, all those little webbings, and even into the ball mound of the foot, and then take your first downward facing dog. Warm up this first down dog a couple of times. Alternating the bend in the knees. Same thing as we did on all fours, just kind of swiveling the hips, finding some shapes that feel good and help bring you to life in this posture. And then eventually, we'll take a little walk forward. We're going to incorporate a full sun salutation in here. So you're going to walk up toward the top of your mat, and when you get there, take your half lift, inhale. Remember, you can always keep the knees soft. You don't have to work with straight legs, certainly not right away. Exhale, fold, good. We'll come all the way up to stand, next breath in, roll and step, or just reverse and rise, go up to a full body stretch. And exhale, dive right back down. Uttanasana. So this is the full sequence here. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Plant your hands. First chaturanga, take it back. Top of a push-up, that's a high plank, to the bottom of a push-up or hover just above the ground. Low plank or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra is a belly back bend on the ground. Up dog is a belly back bend off the ground. And downward facing dog. Deep breath up. All right, drop to your knees. As you sit back, swing your right hand out to the side. Now we're just gonna start to move. We're gonna do this 4 more times through, no stopping, taking a little bit more advantage of connecting the breath to the movement. So I'm gonna reach out, left side gets that full body stretch, inhale, exhale, sweep. Other way around. 1. Exhale through center. Inhale, reach long. 2. You can connect your breath in a way that makes more sense to you, but just remember, 3. Anytime your body is long and open, it makes a little more sense to inhale, right? Anytime you're compressing is when we want to exhale things out. And 4, 1 more time. Get all the way through. Swing it over to the other side. There we go. And then you come back to the middle. Pause, sit back on the heels. Inhale, lock the fingers, lift the gaze. Exhale, take 1 big bow down with as much of a neck stretch or shoulder stretch as you'd like. Hips can lift a little or a lot. Inhale right back up. All the way onto your knees. Hands find your hips as you exhale. Lift your heart. Lean back, stretch, open up the front of the body. Exhale, land on all 4s and round all the way through the spine, cat back. Drop the belly, inhale for cow, tuck the toes. Exhale to down dog, hips up nice and high. Gaze forward, deep breath in, step, hop, or walk, and lengthen when you get there. Exhale, fold, up to the top, straight up the middle. Zip the legs up, right? You can see I almost lost my balance there because I didn't have 2 feet grounded. So you want to really press down through both feet, all 10 toes, and then fold again. Half lift, take it back, high to level. Chaturanga Dandasana through the Sun Salutation. Urdhva Mukha, up dog or cobra. Back to downward facing dog. And drop it to the knees. Sink back on the heels, left hand out to the side. Now really go with these movements. Make them as big as you can. Around, back and forth. Two. 3. 4. I'm going to go 1 more time, side to side. When you're finished with 5 rotations, then you slow down, bring your hands around. Deep breath in, open up your chest, lean back a little bit. Exhale all the way into your fold, or maybe you're going a little bit further into that rabbit stretch. Inhale back up. Exhale, come on up to the knees, hands to the hips. Find a good place to hold on and support as you take another inhale. All the way back into camel. Exhale, forward to the hands and knees, round out, land on all 4s. Drop your belly, tilt your tail, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog, hips up high. Step, walk, or hop. We got 2 more times through this. Warm up. And fold. Up to the top on the inhale. Squeeze the legs together. Palms press. Exhale, dive. Right back down. Half lift here. High to low. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. You can start to feel a little heat building. Like we said, we're getting some blood pumping, we're getting that energy moving. I'm gonna drop down. I'm taking it out to the right side first. Left side is long. Exhale, swing it around. Good. Close your eyes and just go with the movement. Don't worry what it looks like. Pay attention to what it feels like. Open up. Taking it side to side for 3. 4. 1 more. Reach. And slow it down through center. Hold. Hands behind. Open your heart. Take a dive. Forward. Maybe you're switching up which thumb is on top of that shoulder stretch each time. Rock it back and inhale right up onto your knees. Hands find your hips. Exhale, push those hips forward, drop back. Stay for a deeper breath in. Land on all 4s on your breath out. Round your back, exhale. Drop the belly. Cow, tuck the toes, down dog. 1 more time, here we go. Feeling warmed up? Maybe it's a little hop to the top then. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Squeeze the legs together. Strong, push through the toes. Palms reach overhead. Exhale, fold again. Half lift. Take it back, high to low, step, hop, or float. Up dog or cobra, and back to your downward facing dog. Final time, to the knees. Doesn't really matter which way you go, right? You just pick a direction and make this the biggest expression so far. So I can push up here, and then again, like I said, you can even turn. My heart is now facing more toward the ceiling. It's kind of like a flip dog on your knee, right? Or if you wanted to, you could stay to the side and just float a foot each time, making this a little bit more about some balance work, you know? You could grab your ankle or your foot behind you. Lots of different variations. Keep it moving, side to side with your breath. 3. Slow down if you need to slow down. 4. I'm going 1 more time around here. And then I'm going to take my seat, slow down, square off to the center. You get a little sideways on your mat, that's okay. It just means that you're kind of coloring out outside the lines a tad, right? And that's a good thing. Open up your heart. Stretch back, exhale, take your dive forward and down. Maybe you want to hold this last shoulder stretch an extra moment or 2. Take it back up, right to your knees as you inhale. Hands, hips, or low back. If you want to do your final camel with no hands helping, you can just rely on the strength of your core and your lumbar spine. That's always an option. I like a little support no matter what, no matter how strong I'm feeling. I just like that security of having my hands somewhere on my hips. But you do what's right for you. Slowly release to the hands and knees and round out. Drop your belly, inhale. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Finish it off strong, all the way to the top and half lift. then fold. Squeeze and rise. Urdhva Hastasana, standing stretch. Exhale, dive. Half lift and lengthen. Step walker, hop back. Lower down. And come all the way through to your downward facing dog. And then drop to your knees. Good. If you need just a quick little water break or a quick moment to just slow your breathing down, go right ahead. Make any other little adjustments that you might need here. And then when you're ready, come out and join me for a little backside body sequence, starting on the hands and knees. I'm gonna lift my back knee up behind me to 90 degrees or higher, right? So either higher than 90 degrees or right here is just fine. Either way, give it a little kick up. Pull it underneath your body one time, like you're gonna try to push your thigh into your belly and touch your knee to your nose. Good, take it back up behind you again. And now on the second one, pull it out here to the side, like you're gonna try to touch your knee to your shoulder, right? Kick straight back, lift up, exhale, underneath and squeeze. Inhale, lift up with a bend in the knee or a straight leg, either one. Exhale out to the side, pull that knee. Ready? Pick it up. Exhale under. Inhale up. Exhale to the side. Kick back and up. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale up and to the side. Take it back. Take it under. Kick again and to the side. Couple more. Four parts to it, right? Up and back one, under on two, up and back three, out to the side on four, two more, out, in, up, and to the side. Once more, kick back, squeeze under. Oh, kick back again. Take it out and open to the side. Now hold it right here. Can you extend that leg out? Keep it right there, parallel, ankle to the hip bone. 5, 4. Try not to lean so far to the left. 3, 2, 1. Set your toes down. Inhale, bring it up. Still have that right leg out to the side here, right? I'm going to take the left arm up and over. Just do a nice long side stretch here. Breathe, 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 breathe. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, now fall onto the left hand. Right arm comes up, right leg comes up, modified side plank. We've already been in this position a few times, more or less, right? Now we're just holding that leg up and breathing deep. How about 10 little pulses? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touch your toes down. Good. We're going to circle around to the front. Both hands out in front. Swing that right leg behind you when you're steady. Tuck your right toes under and lift your left leg high, three-legged downward facing dog. Good. Knee to the elbow on the left side. 1. 4 more. 2. 3. 4. 5. Take it back. Good. Step through, find a nice low lunge. Sink all the way down onto your back knee. Both arms come up on your inhale. Exhale, hands back down. Hold and lean into your left thigh for a moment. If you want to sneak a little hamstring stretch in there, you sure can. And shift your weight forward. Weight goes into your front foot and you come off your back foot. Stay. Standing split, just like that. You can see the space behind you. Turn all 5 of your right toes down a little bit. Flex through the right heel and 10 little pulses here. 10, 9, lifting that right foot. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your right knee in as close to your chest as you can. Right, so I'm just going to squeeze it in. If you want to get really low, maybe your left heel kind of lifts off the ground a little bit there, and then kick up. Just 5. Ready? Down low, squeeze. Kick up. 4. Down low, squeeze, get small. Good. 3. 2. One more. Kick it up. And release. Set both feet down there at the top of your mat. Exhale, relax over your legs. Find a moment. Just slow your breath back down. All right. Reverse and rise or sweep and stand all the way up. Take it back down. Half lift and lengthen. Plant your hands, step hop, or walk it back, high to low, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, lift, and push back, downward facing back. Drop it down to your knees. Okay, from your tabletop position, remember we started at 90 degrees or higher with a little kick back and up. You can see my toes popping up over the top of my head here. Get my hair out of my face really quick. There we go. So we're gonna go just pulsing here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm not sure if we did this on the first side, but who cares? Now we'll squeeze all the way underneath. Good, bring it back up. When you start teaching 20 to 30 classes a week, sometimes you just forget which class you're in. You're in the middle of every now and again, too. Bring it back up and squeeze. 3, okay, you've got the hang of that. Now add in, we go up and under, we go up and out, just like that. Take it back, squeeze it under. Take it up and out to the side. Kick up, pull underneath. Up and out to the side. Good. Up high, underneath, up high, and pull. Good. Keep breathing with me here. Yes, you can. Squeeze. Kick up and underneath. Kick up and to this side. 2 more, 2 more. Go up, go in, up again. And to this side, squeeze. 1 more time. Take it up. Take it under. There's a little cat stretch there. Take it up, out to the side, hold. Now just extend that leg and breathe. Right there. You can too. Try not to lean so far to your right. 2, 1. Set those toes down. Good. Bring it on up nice and easy. Left toes are still out to the side here. Good. Right arm reaches up. Find that gates pose stretch. No pressure on the outside of this left knee. Just let your hand maybe find its way around behind the back of the knee or the back of the thigh to breathe. 2, 1. Now fall on the right hand. Lift and hold with me here. Find your modified side plank. Everything stacked up. Hips over hips, shoulders over shoulders. We're going to work these little hip flexors. Good. Flex and 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift it up one more time. And 1. Swing that leg around behind. Bring your chest forward. Pause right there. Tuck the left toes underneath. Lift the right leg up high, 3-legged downward facing dog. Good. 5 times, knee to the elbow on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap it, hold it for an extra breath. Good. Kick it back up 1 time. Step it through low lunge. Down onto your back knee. Take your arms up on your inhale. Nice low kneeling Anjaneyasana. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. Lean into your front thigh. You can stay right there if you're enjoying this left side hip flexor stretch, or you can press back and take a slightly deeper dive over the shin for the hamstrings. All right, weight shifts into your front foot, come out of your back foot completely. That brings you into your standing splits. Look back, turn those left toes down a tad so that it feels like you're pulsing up through the heel. 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You have to work really hard to keep those hips square, right? 2 and 1. Lift again a little higher through that heel on the inhale, then pull your knee tight into your belly and crouch down. You know how when we do crouch and curl, that little pose? It's just like that, except on one leg, right? And then right back up again. Inhale. Good. Exhale, squeeze. Now don't look forward at me. You got it. Just kick up and back. Look behind you. Exhale, keep the gaze down on your exhale. Good. Up and back. 3. Down and squeeze. 4. 1 more. Squeeze. Good. Take it back up. Inhale. Set your feet down side by side. Last little half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Final vinyasa. Full sun salutation, top to bottom. Inhale. And exhale, dive. Half lift. Take it back. Step walker hop. Chaturanga, good form. Elbows right next to those ribs. Through to up dog. Back to down dog, or you can just cheat with me. I'm gonna put my knees down. Skip the down dog and go right into child's pose. And down dogs, you'll come join us when you're ready. Slow your breathing back down a little bit here. Just a quick little recovery posture. All right. You feel pretty good about that? We're just gonna pop it through to a seat. So you can jump from down dog. You can just swing your hips around from a seat, however you wanna do it. I'm gonna just swing it around as well. Good, all right. Let's take it into Bubba Konasana, bottoms of the feet together. Coming forward, moving the stretch around, back deeper into the rotators. You might have to kind of wiggle walk your hip bones in or back depending on what you want to feel here. And then a couple of big exhales into the low back, into the low belly. Good, we're gonna finish up with a little core sequence and you're done. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come on up. Zip the legs together and bring the feet out here in front of you. There we go. We're gonna start just with the heels on the ground, toes flexed, palms out here in front, and lean back until you feel your core come to life. You don't wanna round your back, right? So from the side, you don't wanna look like this. want a nice lifted chest. So don't go so far back that you start to compromise, right? Now you can keep your feet on the ground like that, or you can lift them up. But again, if you feel like you're gonna round out the spine too much, then just keep the feet closer to the ground. Palms start together, so from wherever you wanna begin, breathe with me here, just squeezing, pressing the palms together, squeezing the inner thighs and knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist to your right. Try not to move your feet too far to the left. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the left. Don't move the feet too far to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the middle again for 5, 4. Sit up taller. 3, 2, 1. Twist right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist left. 4, 3, 2, 1. To the middle for 4, 3, 2, 1. To the right for 3, 2. Keep squeezing. 1. To the left. 3, 2, 1. To the middle. 3, 2, 1. Right for 2, 1. Left for 2, 1. Middle for 2, 1. Breathe. Right, left, middle. Again. Right, left, middle. Again. Right, left, middle. Keep breathing. Right, left, middle. 2 more. Right, left, to the middle. Last one. Go right, squeeze. Go left, squeeze. To the middle, hold. Try to touch your toes. Lift up. Take it down as low as you can go without giving up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep breathing. Palms still pressing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Twist a little to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5. A little to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5. To the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Middle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. 3, 2, 1. Left. 3, 2, 1. Middle. 3, 2, 1. Keep breathing. 2, 1, 2, 1. Middle. 2, 1. One of each. That's it. Right side, left side, middle. Oh my God, you're done. Just be happy you didn't have to talk through that whole thing. Oh, take a second to let your whole body relax. So you guys stay put. I'm just gonna flip sideways. Okay. Whew. Give those abdominals a moment to lengthen back out. It's probably gonna feel good to bring your arms up over your head if you haven't already, for a good stretch there. When I said core work and you're done, I really meant it. We can slide the feet up the mat and we'll just do a little bit of hip rocking side to side, maybe just a quick little twist here. However it feels good. You can go whichever direction you'd like, just a couple of breaths. And the other way. Good. You've always got the opportunity to do as many little finishing poses as you'd like. And then you can join me resting in your favorite place for just a few moments of Shavasana here at the end. Total relaxation. Slow your breathing all the way back down. that you're always welcome to stay as long as you'd like, so please feel free to rest longer if you have the time. It's always recommended to do so. Otherwise, if you do need to be on your way, then give yourself a moment to come back to life. And give yourself a little time to rock and roll. Find your way up and around to a seat. Draw your palms to press. And then take a little bow to yourself, to your practice, to your body. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Keep taking care of yourself. Just a quick reminder, if you are loving the online YouTube classes, I am still always taking donations. I know that the novelty of that has worn off for a lot of people, but if you're able to do so, we do still rely on them a little bit, and 20% of what we make off of YouTube videos gets turned around and donated right back to people who need it in the community. So it's a good thing to do no matter what. Annie Hansen, ANNIE, capital HANSON _ Nordeast, NORDEAST, capital YOGA, yoga. That's Annie Hansen _ Nordeast Yoga. That's our Venmo, and our PayPal is just nordeastyoga@gmail.com. So if it's been a while and you're up for it, we thank you very much for any donations. Have a great spring. See you next time. Bye-bye.